Hello everyone, Mercurial here. Today I'm gonna go through every single emblem and what comp you should play with them. At the end of the video, I'm also gonna go through how good each emblem is to go for, and yeah, if you should be looking for it in an augment or such. So after this video, hopefully you are never confused about what you should be playing, because I've definitely been that before I thought about it. So first, we have the Scrap emblem. For this, you basically just play a normal scrap comp, so all the scrap units, and you play Vi instead of Sigs. And I'm gonna try not having many legendaries because, like, it's usually pretty obvious which ones they are. So here, of course, you wanna play like Rumble, but yeah, I'm gonna try avoiding that. So you just get like the base comp and you know what to go for. The idea of this video is more so you know what to go for with each emblem. And yeah, you play this. For Chem Baron, you want to play a normal Chem Baron board. You play the Chem Baron units, go for the Urgot and Nunu. And if you want to, you can also play, instead of Urgot, you can play Glawi. And you put the Chem Baron on Mundo. For Bruiser, of course, it's Twitch Bruiser. I don't think much has to be said here. You play Bruiser on Mundo, obviously really, really good. You want the Twitch items, especially, that's what you're looking for. Sorcerer, also really good this patch. Maybe this is new for you if you haven't played much this patch, but yeah, you put the Sork emblem on Elise, put her front line, and you're gonna be really strong. And this is one of the exceptions where I put the legendary unit because this comp basically revolves around getting LeBlanc. If you don't hit LeBlanc, you're really weak. But if you don't have it, you can drop like Siren, LeBlanc, and play Black Rose instead until you hit LeBlanc. But yeah, you really want LeBlanc, so if you're playing this, just pray to Mortog. Then we have Rebel. This is a bit of a special one because you have many different versions. I would say these three are the main units you're looking for the Rebel spat, and you play the rest similarly because you want the Elise. So you play the Rebel units, then drop the Vex for one of these, and yeah, it mainly depends on which one you upgrade. Hopefully a Corki or an Ambessa, and also a bit which items you have. So yeah, if you have quirky items, just go quirky. And like if you hit a quirky 2, just like play the quirky. It's gonna be good. And of course the main thing with Rebel is still going to 9 and getting the Jinx. Super important for comp. Yeah. Then we have Experiment. And basically how I think about this is you play the normal experiment board, but you drop the trash unit, Syra, and play something else. Here I showed the Tristana, this is probably the main thing you play. And a really good thing about the experiment spat is that you can gig a cap out with a Warwick and then you put in Syra and you play 7 experiment and drop this. So you have a very good win condition that's not even that hard to hit. Then we go to, what is this? Enforcer, of course. This is also one of those with 2 main variations, I would say. You could either play Gangplank or Ambessa, and the less unity you put in is kinda like you can play many units as well. You can play Laui instead of this. You can play Rumble if you hit it. So yeah, but you usually want to play the Elise, and because of that, the Gangplank is pretty good. You get the Pit Fighter and also Form Swapper. It's nice. And yeah, I also didn't put items on TF, but you can put items on TF and then them, especially if you play Ambessa and you have the Quick Striker. But yeah, you can play one of these mainly. Then for Conquer, here you want to play the GP for sure. And you have him backline here with some items, and you also do a carry with the Ambessa. Just play 6 Conqueror, hopefully win a lot of rounds early and get up the Conqueror stacks. Artillerist. Artillerist doesn't really have a real comp, I would say, but if you're gonna play Urgot reroll, Artillerist +1 is pretty decent, and because you get the 4 Artillerist much earlier, you just need like the Corki or the Ezreal, and then after this you just put in some good unit, like Since you roll so much, you maybe hit some good unit. You can hit like LeBlanc later, or you can play Malzahar, like really anything you hit, or a 6 cost that you add later. Just depends what you hit. There's not really any great unit to put in. Then Automata, here you want to play the... Wait, I didn't even put the emblem. But yeah, this is Automata. Where is it here? You can just uh, you can just play it like this. And here I put the legendary as well, because it's really good to hit the Malzahar. And yeah, you basically play around Blitz and Kog'Maw. Reroll. A really good tech for this as well is that the best units for the Automata thing are Mel and LeBlanc. If you hit one of them, like the big AoE damage dealers, it's giga good on one of them, so just put it on one of them if you hit them. Obviously kind of hard though. Then we go for Ambusher. Here it's just you play the normal Ambusher board, but you don't need to hit Jinx to get 5 Ambushers. And then if you hit Jinx, you obviously drop the powder. Yeah, not much to say here. Reroll Camille, Smeech. You can also play non-reroll Dispatch and go for the Echo too, but yeah, this is the main way you play it. Then 6 Visionary, you can play Renata reroll. She got nerfed a lot, so maybe not the best thing to go for, but yeah, you can definitely play this if you get the Visionary +1, and yeah, you just get 6 Visionary much faster than you would have otherwise, or 6 Sentinel. Here we have a double. Like the rest of the comps I'm going to show are going to be double, so there are 2 emblems you play this comp with. So either family or pit fighter, you play around this. You play around Violet reroll basically. Then for Watcher or Firelight, you play around Seri reroll. So if you play Watcher, obviously add the 6 Watcher, or for both you add that. But yeah, you play the Watcher and Firelight. And yeah, of course you add the Echo as well if you play Firelight. Not much to say here. Reroll Seri, reroll Scar or Kog'Maw. Usually Scar if possible. Then here we have Sniper or Quick Striker. Basically just play around the Nocturne. The reason I put in Loris and TF or Irelia here is for TF because it's pretty good now to reroll around Loris and TF in this Nocturne comp, so you can try doing that as well, especially if it Quick Striker, I would say. If you hit Sniper, you want to have the Kog'Maw, and then you want to play for Automata. But yeah, you want this, and obviously don't put the Quick Striker here, but just put it on some unit. It doesn't matter much. Then we go here for a Heimer. This is of course Sentinel, and oh, I put the wrong thing. Obviously Academy. But yeah, if you hit Sentinel, just play this board. But if you hit Academy, you drop the Loris for something else. And on level 9, you can play 6 Sentinel with the Academy, but before that, you can play something like a Lux, or even the Loris, or just, yeah, some unit that you have. Could even play an Echo if you were playing the Academy. But yeah, it's better if you hit, or yeah, no, yeah, both of these are good. And then Black Rose and Dominator. For Black Rose, you just play this, like the Black Rose comp. Normal, nothing weird here. And if you hit Dominator, you do a slight shift. You just drop the worst unit. Of course, it's Morgana. And you switch her out for a Sigs. So yeah, just switch her out for a Sigs. And you can play her on level 9 again if you don't hit LeBlanc. Yeah, that's basically all the comps. And now I'm going to go through basically how good they are and how much you want to look for them. Scrap is really good if you have like items, extra items. Chem Baron is good if you have the Chem Baron start. Bruiser is good in general, especially with a Bruiser start. Sork is good in general, especially with a Sork start. Yeah, all of these if you have the start for it. But yeah, Rebel is really good. Experiment is really good. Experiment, something I forgot to say, you want to put this one on the Experiment text. The instead of the Ergot, so you put at least Mundo and Twitch. It's really good. So this one is really good. Enforcer is really good. Conqueror is mid, like you can play around it, especially with a really good start like a Darius 2, but yeah, it's not amazing, it's fine. Artillerist, not that good. Or like if you're playing Ergot reroll, it's fine, but nothing crazy. Automata, like it got nerfed, it's playable, it's fine. Ambusher is really good, especially if you have like a good AD item start, then it's good. Visionary, yeah, you should probably not play this. Don't play Renata this patch. But if you get the Visionary emblem, you know what you could play. Family or Pit Fighter, not that good this patch. Probably coming back some patch, no. Like Violet has been decent all those set, and it's not that bad now. It's playable. If you get the Violet start, you can play it. Watcher or Firelight, this is very nice. You can play around the Seri. Super good, especially with the Rageblade start. Sniper or Quake Striker is pretty good. It's nothing crazy. The Quake Striker is better probably, and just drop the Kali. You can play around TF Loris more. You don't really want to play around the Nocturne in the same way. This is especially good if you have some artifact for Nocturne, I would say. Otherwise, you don't really want to play around Nocturne, you play more around TF Loris. Sentinel, this is pretty good. It's nothing crazy, but like you can play for a good top 4 if you hit Sentinel or Academy +1. Black Rose is fine, especially if you're already playing into Black Rose. It's pretty good getting a +1 Black Rose. Nothing crazy though. If you have +2, it's better because you can get to 7, but 1 is nothing crazy. Same for Dominator. Like if you're playing the comp, it's fine getting it, but yeah, even then you're not like that happy. Yeah, I hope you learned something about some emblem at least, and if you have any questions about any of the emblems, just ask me, and see you next time.